Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Glacier Kano here today on TheCanoCam for a very special consumer product testing kind of video. Well, specifically, I'm going to be taste testing these things. And if you might not know what these things are necessarily, because, you know, it's very just plain packaging. Like, look at this. If I just saw this on the ground, I'd be like, what? You know? So, here's the thing. If you haven't actually heard about it yet, Canada has just recently done their legalization 2.0 kind of thing, which, you know, legalized edibles, extracts, concentrates, all that kind of other side of the cannabis stuff that, you know, they've been recently doing in the governmental level, blah, blah, blah. You don't really need to know all that stuff. But what you do need to know is that the stuff that you find in the store, still very plain packaging, they each individually come in, like, you only get like 10 milligrams of THC total per package. This in particular has 4 pieces of chocolate in it that would be, you know, 2.5 milligrams of THC each. Some of them actually have like CBD in it, which is always good if you're a first timer, which I clearly am not, I guess in a way, because I made some videos before. But that's another big thing that I want to do on this channel and just, you know, YouTube in general, because I'm a little bit bored of what I've been doing, so you gotta mix it up and do different kinds of content. And that means taste testing chocolate, and yeah. I didn't plan this video completely other than just grabbing this and then we're just gonna throw it at the wall and see what happens, essentially. So let's just get right into the taste testing, because like I'm just excited to see what these things are even like, because I'm not really too sure how to open this package. This is another very informational, very important informational thing, because if you've ever seen still these kind of packages in particular still, you rip off the top, but you have to like put your fingers in the front and also the back in like this little lip. Sometimes it's a little bit like very difficult to see that there even is an extra lip on the back, and it's just like, what the balls is this? But let's do this, and a little bit of, look at that, look at that. These people are just so big on their name that they had to imprint it on the chocolate. It's not branding at all, they just love the name Foray. I'm just setting that to the side because I want to open all these things up and actually take a look at it first before we actually get into the proper tasting of tests. Because like for this one as well, like you have to press on the sides. It's really weird, and then you push up the bottom. There's a sticker. Like whenever you see a sticker, it usually means that's the place where you do something. It doesn't really work that way. Well, at least not very easily. Ooh, I like the looks of these. Look at how fancy it is. This also kind of doubles as an unboxing video. Okay. Because, like, look at this. Let's see if we can get some ASMR. The greatest of ASMR. But, yeah, Baker Street. Oh, I get it. Like, Baker Street, and then it's like, it has, like, houses on the side of the street. If you really take a good look on that. I don't know how well this picks up on the camera, but you can take a look probably at my horrible nails. So, there's that one as well. Which also, a big thing to note, if I haven't already, I've started recording and then stopped recording and redid it a million times over at this point, so I don't remember which was which version. Which reality am I in? Is it this parallel universe or this one? Find out next time. Science with Kano. But yeah, this one actually is an indica. It actually says it on there. Like I was talking to the guy in the store, because I'm always big on still learning more information, and yeah, he was saying that not all of them necessarily say what they are. They're probably just like hybrids, necessarily for what kind of cannabis they're throwing in the chocolate, but it doesn't say most of the time. That's one thing that Canada, they need to be working on, because they're so paranoid. That's a good term for anything dealing with this. Like they need to have all the information. You can't have more than 10 milligrams in one package. Then they just don't even say what, if it's an indica, is it a sativa, is it a hybrid? You know, I need to know these things. And I think the public deserves to know these things. Okay, so that's another one down. Now to figure out how the balls to open this thing, because I'm assuming it's a similar sort of way, because they have little tabs on the side. But like this, it says to click, and like I can do that, but I mean, I don't think that's what it means when it says click on this thing. Because like, I think I probably should have got scissors. If worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna like smash this thing, like literally, as I was saying, against the wall. It works. When in doubt, walls. Okay. Yeah, what? Oh, I get it. So, like, once you open the top, it still kind of catches a little bit. So you have to, like, push on the side and then, like, pull it. I'm really bad at a camera. It's been a long time since I've been doing, like, face cam things. So bear with me. And bear with me when I'm just staring at myself in the little viewfinder, because that's all I do. I don't really look at the lens. But, ooh, yeah, see, like, these are some fancy looking chocolates. I would have to complain a little bit for the fact that, like, oh, the balls. It almost seems like they're falling out of the thing or something. They seem a little bit loose. It almost looks like there should have been an extra piece in there too. If you look at that. Oh, see, look, it just, oh. Aurora, you're such a big company, and yet you have this problem. I just, oh, that would explain it. That's the design flaw, Aurora. As you're obviously watching this, Mr. Aurora himself is watching. But yeah, I think that's kind of a design flaw as far as I'm concerned, because like if it catches on the bottom, then it just like might have some problems. I definitely dropped a crumb. But worth it. See, this is a thing, I should have had a disclaimer on the very front of the video saying, do not try this at home. And what I mean by that is don't pick up chocolate off the ground and eat it, because I just ate off the floor, but it was worth it. Because I'm an animal that loves, like, look at that. Ooh, that delicious chocolate. Oh man, I'm so terrible with cameras. It's slightly fancy. They have like little lines run on it with the name. But, most importantly, as you've all been waiting for, it's time for the taste test. I think that we probably should try out this vanilla chai first, because like that sounds amazing. And sorry, I just keep itching my nose this entire time. Like I need to blow my nose at this point. So itchy. But foray. It's time to see how this vanilla chai tastes. I gotta say, don't really notice the vanilla so much to begin with, but it is really good. Don't taste like any THC at all. So that basically means, at least for me, I'm gonna be able to eat like all this and not have a problem. I'm a little bit experienced, just a little bit. But yeah, second bite, and you gotta have go for seconds just to be sure. Now I can taste the THC. It's not very like pungent. I don't even know if it's technically if you're saying like the THC, right? Because, or are you tasting the cannabis? You know, I probably should stop talking with it while eating. But I'd say overall, I give the Foray a passing grade with vanilla chai. Let's give it. Oh, I planned this beforehand. I'm going to give the vanilla chai a out of 10. Make of that as you will. I think I'm just gonna like break off a piece of this Baker Street because like they have a really good perforations. I gotta say that Tweed, yeah, that's the company that has the Baker Street kind of thingamabobbers of chocolate. So that's a really good thing to note for, I guess, the beginners that are looking to get into the delicious chocolates that make you want to just sit around and watch some movies. I don't know. I don't know what you do, generally speaking, or, you know, play some games. But, yeah, it's really easy just to break off a little piece and then you can, like, have another piece later on if you're not feeling anything in, like, half an hour. Well, probably longer than half an hour. Let's say, like, an hour and a half. That's usually a little bit longer just to be on the safe side. I know I've actually, because with the power of the vaping in particular, if you have vaped bud that is like the leftover kind of stuff and you put it into like peanut butter, for example, you can make your own edibles. And I've done that before, and there was one time that an edible didn't actually kick in until like 3 hours after. So, you know, sometimes it happens, but it's a little bit of a strange world. That's why you gotta be careful if you're still unexperienced, I guess. But, sorry, I've been just so out of touch with not eating this chocolate, because that's the most important thing, is taste testing whatever this is like. I don't know. No, I'm not a big fan of this one as much. But the peppermint, it kicks in at the very end. The initial taste is a little bit weird, but I'd say yes to the peppermint taste. Very, very chocolate. It's kind of like if you get a Girl Guide like peppermint thing, you get that, and then make it not taste as good. You know, it's not spectacular, but I mean, it's still edible. Quite literally. I like how I'm just becoming a connoisseur at this point. A connoisseur of chocolate, when it's not in the slightest. I don't know. Most of the time for if and when I am eating chocolate, which is mostly around just like Christmas time, I really like Lindor. Lindor chocolates are really good, but I don't know. I'm not really that much of a chocolate eater, I guess. Or just like candy. It's more like, you know, I just see all this big pile of turkey during Christmas and I'm just eating all that instead. But it's time to taste test the other one. This is officially going to be dubbed as the other one. The greatest that you could ever have. Aurora. I do definitely like this. No idea how to describe it, but definitely, yeah, definitely milk chocolate. I just looked at the package again. Looking at the statistics. Not that words are necessarily statistics. I can't say statistics very well, I guess. But sea salt and caramel. Milk chocolate. So, yeah, you can sort of taste a little bit of the caramel in it, but like immediately I'm just like, this is milk chocolate, and I'm good with that. So, yay! The most enthusiastic, yay! But yeah, this one has slight amounts of CBD in it. I guess it says, because it's 0.3, well, less than that for milligrams. So, yeah. I'll give that a passing grade. I don't know. I'd say that, like, of the ones that I tried out, of these, I think that the winner has to go to 4A and their vanilla chai. So, let's give a good round of applause. It's so awkward when you only have like one person clapping for the power of chocolate, but that's more than enough for them in particular. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh boy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this very short little taste test. Well, if it does actually become short, I don't know. I'm cutting out a whole lot of the video because, like, I've just had a lot of moments of just going, that's some good chocolate, but this one maybe not so much. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just like more people being able to try out edibles and all that kind of stuff, because as long as you're doing things in the correct environment and, you know, doing things safely, I guess that's probably the better way of doing it, you know, to preface and all that, then, you know, it's just a fun little thing to do on the side that's much more healthy, even if it's chocolate, than drinking alcohol, you know? That there's a lot of people that, it's a strange society that we live in that, you know, promotes the alcohol side of things, which also, speaking of which, there's going to be like cannabis-infused beer at some point, which is pretty cool actually, but you know, it's, I don't know. It was just a thing that I had to note, that society loves its alcohol and is so against THC and the CBD, all of the little cannabinoids and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm looking to do a whole lot more of this kind of random stuff. I might even get more stuff to taste test. I don't know. That's the thing, is like, I want to do, I need to do another tour, I know, at some point. I've not been very big on doing a tour in this place because I've had some bad experiences with neighbors and whatnot. That and also my car, which, if you haven't heard about that, it kind of burned. So yeah, there's been a lot of things going on lately. Definitely wanting to just do a bit more of updates on my channel, but I'm working on it. That's the biggest thing, is like, if you're not making videos out of just like, I want to do this, you know, then you probably shouldn't necessarily. That's always been my idea of YouTube in general. You know, you should make the kind of videos that you want to watch. And I know that I would be interested in watching somebody taste testing chocolate, so why not, you know? And also, that's why I'm thinking that even though it's been going on for quite a long video here, I might hopefully do a bit of an update after I've devoured the rest of all this deliciousness, and see how I'm doing in a little while. But yeah, see how a proper person that clearly is good at doing their cannabis, that knows how to survive all of this. Like, I only ate half of that. I'm eating the rest of this. Nom nom nom. But yeah, so preemptively, goodbye for now? Potentially. But maybe not. I gotta say, you'd be surprised how long it takes to actually eat all of this chocolate. At least for somebody that's still not a very big chocolate eater. I'm trying to think of like what kind of wrapper this makes me think of. It's almost like maybe cheese strings. And there's your cheese, but it's a rectangle, not a square. But still a delicious shape of cheese. Here is a very important recommendation to the legal people who make the laws in Canada. It's a very overt way of saying it, but we need to put more THC in these things. Like, I have to eat so much chocolate for this, and it's probably being unhealthy for me from all of the chocolate I'm ingesting. According to my camera, just me sitting normally, like straight-faced, that's a 5% smile. I'm just a smiley, straight-faced person, I guess. So as you can see, it didn't really affect me at all.